Gagne, what is piety?
Wow. I believe it's living life for others. When I think of piety, I think of Pope Francis.
Okay, who is a role model we can look to demonstrate piety, and why?
Right there.
Okay, it's true. Why do you think he has that role?
Because he does whatever needs to be done because it's right, and I'm sure there are people who are upset by some of his decisions, but he does what's right, you know, and I think that's admirable.
How do you show piety in your life?
Do I? I pray. I start classes with the prayer. I pray. I constantly have little dialogues with God. It's not. They're not always easy because sometimes I'm upset, but it helps to kind of let it all out. It's better than taking it out on somebody else, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how does St. Pius show this as a community?
To be honest with you, some people show it more than others. I wish I could say the whole community shows it, but I don't think they do. It doesn't mean that it can't happen, but I think we have a certain core group of people who are just here and they don't have a clue about what theology means, and I'm not talking, they don't have to be Catholic. I just don't think it ever enters their mind that they're in school and that's all they see. They don't see the idea of community, they don't see the idea of prayer, they're just here.
So how do you think we should
Gosh, I
improve?
don't know, because some of them are really hard to reach. I think we just have to keep reaching out and hoping, you know. Not that we're trying to convert people, but we're just trying to reach people to understand. I'm thinking of the collection. I passed the basket around this morning and I got a couple of dollars and a whole bunch of change. And I said, think of that little decapitated girl you saw in that video. And they said, oh, that's cold. And I said, well, if it takes finding the guilt button and jumping up and down on it, I'll do it. You know, you've got to be, it's not all about you. And I don't think that's St. Pius. I think that's society in general, you know. Look at social media, you know.
Well, thank you, Ms. Gagne.
You're welcome.